Hi, hello everyone. Hope you're all doing good. This is Dr.Archana doing MD in homeopathy. So today, as you know, you have seen all the title of the session today, that is the lesser writings of Hahnemann. So it is one of the most important literature to be read. So if you can see my past videos, I have given the list of books, must read books and must read literatures of homeopathy, and this is one of the must read book by every physician. So it contains the compilation, and it was collected by the and translated by Dr. R.E. So in this session you will be given the brief idea about what is the lesser writings of Hahnemann and what are the contents it includes. Okay, without getting late, let's move into our topic. So the main contents of lesser writings of Hahnemann are here that preface by translator, as any literature contains the preface by the author, you all know. So what does this preface contains means? He has given that, clearly mentioned that the original ideas of the Hahnemann and most important innovations written by the Hahnemann was given in this lesser writings of lesser writing literature, and it also includes most popular article at the time, that is regarding hygiene. Okay, regarding hygiene and precautions to be taken by the physician in order to get prevented from the epidemic diseases, and okay, lot many things he has given. Some original works, okay, regarding this lesser writings is regarding the original literatures, original writings of the Hahnemann. Okay, next we come to the next content, that is the friend of health part 1 and part 2. This is most interesting, and you can see it is a simple topic to be learn also. And description of Clokenberg, okay, during insanity, means a cure of insanity by Hahnemann, and essay on new principles. So you were very familiar with this literature, I think. This is considered as the first literature of the Hahnemann, though he has written many original writings, okay, regarding homeopathy, but it is considered as the first writings of the Hahnemann in the 1796, okay, or first literature. And Asclepius in the balance, medicine of experience, these are all the contents of the lesser writings of Hahnemann. And some other contents includes, I did not quote it here, but I can say the regarding rabies, okay, regarding rabies, mad dog bites, regarding venereal diseases, regarding the scarlet fever, remittent fevers, and lot many things. Okay, you can see there are many original literatures, original writings of the Hahnemann. You can see in the contents of lesser writings of Hahnemann, and this is the I felt it is one of the important and interesting topic. Okay, how can small doses of such very attenuated medicine as homeopathy employs still possess great power? So every physician will be having facing this question in their mind, that even the patients coming to us also and who are unaware of the homeopathic drugs. So if you can see how that small doses of homeopathy can cure the diseases, and how it still possesses the great power even after the potentization, okay, to the higher level of degrees. Okay, so this is one of the interesting subtopic in the lesser writings of Hahnemann. Okay, and in this session I'll be giving the friend of health part 1. Okay, friend of health part 1, as I said earlier in the last slide, this friend of health is interesting topic, okay, among the other subtopics in the lesser writings. So friend of health part 1, that is in 1792, what does it contains? First of all, let you know the meaning of friend of health. What does it means okay, the friend of health is in the sense that the friends means the health. There are certain conditions, there are certain circumstances, okay, there are certain things which makes our health in good manner, okay, those are called the friend of health. For example, I say good air, okay, good water, good nutrition, okay, good habits, okay, good mental status, good physical health, and all, okay, like physical exercises and all, these are all considered as the friends of health, okay. And on going through the literature, you can also see that Dudgeon, who is translated these lesser writings, he says that Hahnemann as friend of health, okay. Just know the meaning, that's all. Next, what does this friend of health part 1 contains means the preface, okay, as any article, any literature contains the preface. What does the friend of health contains? As I said, canine rabies, okay, at the time of Hahnemann, there was like at the period of 1792s and all, so there were no proper treatment, there is no cure for the rabies disease, okay, canine rabies, okay. Then protection against infection in epidemic disease, this is what I said in the earlier slide, that protection against infection in epidemic disease is one of the most important topic to every physician, that is to be known. And things that spoil the air, okay, this is also important topic in the friend of health. And there is good even in hurtful things, this is some philosophical writing, okay. And occasional purgative which is of no harm, okay. You can see lot many contents still, but in this session we'll be knowing the important topic, that is protection against infection in epidemic diseases, okay. These are nothing but the Hahnemann gives some certain precautions and certain regulations, or just like instructions to the every physician to regarding the how to avoid the infection, spread of infection in case of epidemic diseases and all. And things that spoil air is regarding the air surrounding us is which is the oxygen, and the air surrounding us is responsible for any living being growth and its development, okay. So the air which we take and which we breathe in is nothing but it should be the healthier one, the things which spoil air. So another thing which you need to know here is that I'll just say this, then only you will understand. So the health must be dependent upon not only the single factor, okay, it depends upon the multiple factors, just like the air we take, okay, the water, the food and nutrition, the exercise, okay, there are multiple things which collectively leads to a healthy living organism. So the things that spoil air, so Hahnemann wants to tell this regarding the polluted air which leads to certain okay, disorders and certain diseases around us, okay. Air is almost, it carries all the uh, like germs, viruses, and anything that causes diseases. So things that spoil air, we should know the things which spoil the air and the protection against the infection epidemic diseases. And protection against infections in epidemic diseases, as I said, this article is regarding the precautions to be taken by the all physicians, nurses, and hospital atmosphere, how the hospital atmosphere should be like. Okay, Hahnemann has said about the hospital atmosphere, how it should be, how the nurse and how the physicians must be hygiene, okay, on their own way. So it is well known that the air of our atmosphere contains 2/3 of a gas that is immediately fatal to man and beast and extinguishes flame. So as I said, air is only the thing which carries in the anything that causes diseases. So the atmosphere must be very clean and hygiene, then only we don't get any diseases. So the air that is polluted will immediately fatal, will immediately causes diseases. So mixed up along with it is its peculiar corrective. It contains about one-third of vital air, whereby its poisonous properties are destroyed, and in that state only does it constitute atmospheric air, wherein all creatures can live, grow, and develop themselves. So these are all the lines I have quoted are exactly from the literature itself. So here what Hahnemann want to tell here is, anyhow the air is the medium which carries the which carries any fatal organisms that causes diseases. So that must be, the air must be the clean one and hygiene one, so that we don't get any diseases. So here the hospital atmosphere coming to, he explains the regarding the hospital atmosphere, how it must be closed chambers. It must not be the closed chambers. So okay, closed chambers will have the fatal exhalations and vapors in more concentrated form. As you all know, the closed dwellings and closed chambers will readily spread and increase the number of virus or any infectious bacteria and any infectious organisms. Okay, then becomes injurious, dangerous, fatal, and at all considerable disease from the patient. So the air must be in such a way that it must be clean and must not be contagious. So the what Hahnemann wants to tell us is that, now as we know of no specific antidotes for several kinds of contagious matters, we must content ourselves with general prophylactic means. So what does it says is that, anyhow we cannot escape ourselves from the surrounding air and polluted air and fatality, that is like poisonous vapors in the air, any infectious okay, infectious matters in the air. So in that condition, okay, we should ourselves make certain should follow certain prophylactic measures. Okay, it is nothing but prophylactic measures means certain precautions. Okay, whenever we visit the patient. Okay, these are all the precautions to the physicians given by the Hahnemann. Okay, we should go through certain preventive measures. Okay, preventive measures to make ourselves free from the contagious diseases. Okay, it includes like sick room should be thoroughly aired. Okay, the ventilated, well ventilated okay, cellars will be having the less contagious infections. Okay, and we should, when visiting the patient, endeavor to maintain our mind and body in a good equilibrium. Okay, what he wants to tell is that okay, as physicians we must be in an equilibrium manner, both mentally and physically. Okay, whenever we visit any patient, and we must not permit ourselves to be acted on by deliberate emotions in anger, grief. Okay, so what Hahnemann says that as the physicians, first of all we must be perfect in all the manner, in maintaining the hygiene, in maintaining the not getting polluted. Okay, in the hospital premises by okay, the hygiene and the things which spoil the air, that comes in the next slides, so that you will understand what the things that spoils the air. So the first physicians must be in a perfect manner in almost every aspect, so that we will not get infected and we will not spread the diseases further to the many people. So ourselves should be in a balanced emotions and not getting any anger, grief, as also over exertion. Okay, over exertion is one of the thing. So why does Hahnemann says this means, these are all the things which spoils the health. Okay, excessive anger, excessive grief, over exertion of mind, over exertion of the body, and all sorts of these are great promoters of infection. Okay, as you know, the whenever our body gets weakened, okay, there are more chances of getting infections easily. Okay, as we can say that lower immunity, okay, lower immune body will be getting the infections easily. So Hahnemann wants to tell us that the physicians must be healthier both mentally and physically, and he should be in a good equilibrium manner whenever he visits the patient, and the premises, the hospital and the premises where he looks upon the patient should be the thoroughly aired. Okay, we should not forget to third point you can see here. So we should not forget to take food and drink in the usual manner. One should not visit a patient when one's stomach is empty. Okay, this is one of the precaution given. Okay, we should not be with the empty stomach when visiting any of the patient. We should be in a proper immune balanced state, so that we'll be not getting the infections and will be not getting spread of the infections to the patients coming to us. So you can think over here that physicians have a great role here in dealing with the patients. Okay, we should not be contaminated and we should not contaminate the patients further. So all over fatigue of the body, chills and night watching should be avoided. Okay, moreover these instruction is also to the physician, which makes our body okay, like exertion, it gives our body weakened, so then only it offers us to get more infections into our body. So another instruction you can see here: if any medical man is experiencing any signs and symptoms of any disease, he should be immediately leave off visiting the patient. So whenever the okay, moreover physicians are also human beings, they will be moreover on and off, they'll be getting certain diseases, like any symptom sign, a minor sign and symptoms they'll get. If at all any physician is suffering with this any of the infections, they must not go for a visiting of the patient also. This is one of the instruction given by the Hahnemann. And if he has any errors on the diet and the regimen, in such cases takes Syncona every thrice in an hour until the epidemic fever or any disease might be completely over. Actually, this Syncona bark was taken by Hahnemann on his own whenever he gets any diseases until it gets seized or stopped. So what is the instruction given here is that if at all any physician, okay, any of us has been suffering from the epidemic diseases or epidemic fevers, okay, any of the diseases, he must take the Syncona. As you know, all know the Syncona, the efficacy of the Syncona, okay, the greatness of the Syncona. Okay, he Hahnemann used to take this, okay, until it is the disease signs and symptoms gets completely vanished. Okay, so Hahnemann gave advice to the physicians to visit the sick with precautions in avoidance of epidemic diseases. Okay, any of the thing that pollutes air is condemned by him. Okay, anything which pollutes the air, he just quoted many things that is to be avoided, and how to keep cellars, how to keep the rooms, how to keep the hospital premises in good manner. These are all given by the Hahnemann. Okay, good air, water, ventilation. Okay, as I said, these are all the things which makes our health in good manner. Okay, that is the thing given here. Hygiene, that is must and should be maintained in very important. So the things that spoil the air. Okay, till now we have discussed the same thing. The air must be uh, with no fatal organisms or that spread the uh, diseases. So the things that spoil, we must know the things that spoil the air. Okay, and avoid uncleanliness around us. We should be clean and we should avoid the uncleanliness around us. okay, that usually that spoils the air. Okay, any kitchen waste, any chemicals, okay, any woodworks surrounding our houses, okay, any of the industries, chemicals, okay, all these things that usually spoil the air. So the things that spoil the air must be known by every physician, so that it is one of the thing on which the health depends upon. Okay, the diet and hygiene are the inevitable rules that must be followed for well-being. So air, okay, as I said earlier, again it is repeating, the air, diet and hygiene must be in a good manner for having a well-being. So fatal vapors, exhalations, unhygiene and uncleanliness surrounding the place where people dwell definitely spoil the air. Okay, the closed dwellings, closed rooms, any okay, littering, the kitchen waste and any of the thing. Okay, if you go through the literature, okay, main literature, you can see Hahnemann has given lot many things, okay, that spoils the air, and he suggests us to keep away and keep, and he strictly says that to condemn the things, okay, surrounding us which spoils the air. So guys, there ends the session today. Hope you all like this video, and hope you understand what is the lesser writings of Hahnemann. I repeat this again, these are all the original writings of the Hahnemann and original literatures of the Hahnemann, written by the Hahnemann, but it is compiled and collected and compiled by Dr. R.E. Dudgeon. So this lesser writings contains lot many things, his observations, his experiences, and his okay, observations, treatment of the many diseases, and the regarding potentization, he has given the idea regarding how does the small doses gets become very effective in curing the diseases in homeopathy. So you can see lot many things as we discussed this friend of health part 1, and part 1, in that things that spoil the air, the precautions which is to be followed by a physician to not spread the epidemic diseases and all. Okay, thank you, take care, bye bye.